I mean? Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian, again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Ford? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the grounds of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, and we're glad that you're with us here on a Friday night under the lights as we get you ready for week number 6 of the high school football season. I am already running into all kinds of problems with the computer, the laptop, the jitteriness of the opening, the jitteriness of the camera, and quite frankly, I'm at a loss for words. I'm getting really fed up, and I really honestly don't know what to do. So bear with me, and we'll try to get through this together as we welcome you in to the pregame show brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. They just brought us some delicious Kahok chicken sandwiches up to the broadcast booth as they are feeding everyone in the press box here tonight. And if you would like to partake in some wonderful food, well, you need to check out Cafe Agape, home of that there chicken sandwich, Kahok chicken sandwich. Cafe Agape since 2012, offering catering and some of the best home-cooked food in the area. Cafe Agape, 345 Cafe, that's 345-2233. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest with a record of 5-0 under their first-year head coach Colton Rhodes, and they'll be taking on the Granite City Warriors here tonight under Jake Janik. He is in his second season, so his first year was last year's COVID-shortened schedule, and then this year is year number 2, and Jake Janik is 0-10 in that process. They went 0-5 in their shortened season last year, and they are 0-5 so far this year. Warriors have been shut out twice, both 49-0 scores, week number 1 versus Jerseyville and week number 4 at Helias. They did score 20 points in week 2, but they lost 45-20 to Carbondale the next week. And then week 3, they gave up 70 points in a 70-14 loss to Francis Howell. Last week, they lost to Chaminade by a score of 64 7. So Granite City has been outscored 277 to 41 so far this year. And if you add up last year's scores as well, they were outscored 153 to 36. 2 years combined at 0-10. Granite City has been outscored 430 to 77, and this year they come in averaging just 8.2 points per game on offense while they're giving up almost 55.5 points per contest. Kahawks are off to a 5-0 start for the first time since 1998. That team, of course, went 8-0 to start the season. A win tonight would clinch a playoff berth for Collinsville. It would be the first one since 2010, and that was only one of 3. They also went to the playoffs in 96 and 98, so Collinsville looking to get that 4th playoff clincher in there. They're coming off of their toughest win of the season last week in a 28-22 win at Eastern Illinois University over Mattoon, and I had a chance to catch up a little earlier with Collinsville head coach Colton Rhodes, talk to him about that and many other things, and we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Cafe Agape pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. We are back at Kahawk Stadium here in Collinsville. Week number 6 of the high school football season as your Collinsville Kahawks look to go 6-0 as they take on the Granite City Warriors. Colton Rhodes, head coach of your Collinsville Kahawks, joins us now. Before we talk about last week's game against Mattoon, let's get a little bit of insight on your coaching staff. I know you got 11 guys helping you out, so you don't do this all alone. it takes a village. So talk to me a little bit about your assistants.
Oh man, yeah, it does, and they do an awesome job. We've got on the defensive side of the ball, we got Coach McGlasson. He's doing our defensive coordinator. He's calling the plays for the defense. And then we got Coach Yates and Coach Rulo, who joined us this season, and they're helping out with the linebackers. And then we got Coach Cross helping with the DBs with Coach Mack. And then on the defensive line, we got Coach Gresh, who's been coaching at Collinsville for, I don't know, 20-some years probably. Offensively, we got Coach Ogata and Coach Spillin returning, helping with the offensive line. Coach Cordes working with the quarterbacks. Coach Gurley working with the running backs. And Coach King working with the wide receivers. I hope I didn't forget anybody, but that's all we got so far that I can think of.
All right, let's go back to the Mattoon game last week. Would you agree if I said that was tougher than it should have been?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we hurt ourselves a lot with penalties, so we shouldn't have got so many flags. And I've talked to the guys about that on calming down and letting the game take itself out there. But we're gonna fix that up this week, hopefully, and make it better and win it the way we should.
Ethan Bagwell saved your bacon there, man, with that strip sack late in the game. Did somebody take him out and get him a steak dinner?
Not that I know of, but he definitely deserved one. I mean, man, we had that bad punt right beforehand. I was a little nervous calling the punt out there, and got a good snap, just kind of kicked it off the end of his foot, didn't go anywhere. And then right after that, Ethan got in there, and I mean, he'd been sniffing the quarterback all night, he was just this close so many times, and finally got him on that blindside one, and it was a perfect play by him. So I'm glad he did it.
I don't want to give anything away or anything like that, but with a guy like Ethan Bagwell back on your team, we know he can throw that ball. Any trick plays up your sleeve, toss to Ethan, Ethan throws, anything like that?
There might be, there might not be. I can't confirm anything with you there, so we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
All right, lots of yards gained last week, man. 550 yards on offense. Let's talk about that offensive line for a minute, man. Javier Oseguera, your center. We know that we've been having problems with centers over the last few years, but you guys seem to have ironed that out with him.
Yeah, no, he's done a really great job. We were consistent. One of my rules before practice for my centers is they have to do 50 snaps with the quarterbacks for every day of practice. They have to do 40 shotgun snaps and then 10 under center snaps, just to kind of hammer that in, like, hey, these have to be perfect, these have to be perfect. And it's worked for the most part so far. We had one bad one in the red zone last week, and then another one that Colby just kind of mishandled in the red zone. But as long as we can stay away from those and keep going in the positive way, I'll be certainly happy.
Jerry Richardson's gained a lot of yards too. I'm guessing he wants to thank a couple of the bigger guys, man. Tough to get around. The bookends at tackle, you got 355-pound Kevin Mesa, 326-pound Aaron Phillips. That makes it tough on opponents.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, those guys work super hard, Aaron and Kevin both. And it's nice to have them on opposite sides. Last year, we kind of ran them on the same side, hoping we could just pound the right side of the ball. And this year, we kind of flipped it around, put one outside on each side. And that's tough to get around. They move well for their size. So I'm certainly happy to have two big guys outside for me, protecting Colby and leading the way for Jerry.
All right, you only held Mattoon to 84 total yards. So once again, an outstanding job by your defense.
Yeah, I think we might have gave up a little bit more than that because I know they had a deep pass, but no, the defense did great. We gave up the one deep pass for a touchdown that we had good coverage on, and Ryan, and we just kind of didn't get him to get the tackle, and then we blew the coverage on that third one. We should have had two guys back there. We had none, so blown coverage. It's going to happen every once in a while. You just got to battle through it, and luckily we did. We already had a lead, so we were able to ice the clock after that.
Yeah, that was my mistake. 84 rushing yards.
That's okay.
84 rushing yards. All right, you talked about the couple of penalties, man. Two of them that brought back touchdowns on special teams. You know, those kind of plays, most of the time, will just deflate a team. It didn't seem to do that to you guys. You guys rebounded very well.
No, I mean, luckily enough, we fought back and battled through some of those penalties. And since they were on special teams, it didn't really hurt us and put us in, like, 1st and long or anything like that. It was still 1st and 10, so that definitely helped. But man, when you get a big momentum boost like a special teams touchdown, it kind of sucks to bring it back and be like, oh wait, we got the ball at the 12. Okay, so we got to work from here. So hopefully we clean that up and minimize our mistakes. We got to minimize the things that we can handle, and the game will take care of itself after that.
All right, got Granite City here tonight. What do you know about this year's Warriors?
So I know they have a really tough schedule. They've been playing some really tough teams. Like the last two games, they played Chaminade and Elias, both Missouri teams, both, you know, usually a powerhouse in Missouri for both those schools. So don't let that record fool you. The Granite's played some really tough teams, and there's not a lot of teams that come away with wins from the schools they've played so far. So I know it's going to be tough tonight, and I think the boys are ready, though. This one's going to mean a lot to them, so they're ready.
Yeah, you win this game and you guys have clinched yourself a playoff berth, man. That's a big caveat hanging over everybody's head. Everybody going to be all right? Nerves going to be okay?
Oh yeah, I think the nerves are going to be okay. It's just making sure they don't get too amped up is going to be the trick tonight. Making sure they're ready to go and ready to do what they're supposed to do, but not get too excited and mess up that way. No false starts, getting too excited, that type of thing. So as long as we can clean that up, make sure that's ready. I'm excited for these boys tonight.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Colton Rhodes, your Collinsville Kahok head football coach. We'll take a break here on the Cafe Agape pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starters for you, and if we have time, we'll of course pass along history, more names, more numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent